bad part about this speech is that in the car on the way here, this just started to hit me that I'm not coming back to high school again. So, everything's going to distract me, including this pair of glasses. Okay, so bear with me. I'll try to get this done. I cannot believe I am here. It feels like only yesterday I was focusing on just getting through the day. Then before I knew it, I was growing up. For me, that means learning how to face life without procrastinating and without building forts. You might wonder what I mean when I say building forts. For the first few months in my English class at New Vista, I would build forts out of tables and chairs and crawl in to get out of writing. I just hated writing. It hurt my hand. It was long. After I finished one essay, another took its place. I hated it. The funny thing is, when I hid in my impenetrable anti-writing bunker, I still could not escape it. Why? Because my English teacher crawled in under the desks after me. She was on my case like a bloodhound after a fox. During her reign, I went through the 5 stages of grief with each essay. I denied the paper was there. I chewed on the work and scribbled on it in anger. I bargained with my teacher for something else, and I was depressed that it would not go away. Finally, after I started to draw blanks, I accepted my cruel fate and started to do the work. It took a long time, but when the dust settled, I was waving the white flag. Now, I do my work when it is given to me, and I do it well. But the taste of a bitter defeat still lingers on my tongue. You can see how good I was at procrastinating. If there was a ranking for avoiding work, I was the king. I gave everyone grief with my well-thought-out excuses. I remember once, in science, I was supposed to be taking a test. Somehow I conveniently lost my favorite writing tool. How could I write without it? I began an epic search for it. Amazingly, when I finished, there were only 10 minutes left of class. I was so pleased with myself and almost home free. But as I stepped out of the door, my science teacher burst my bubble. She saw right through me, and in the end, I was forced to slave away on the test all through lunch. But that was then. Now, I believe I start my work with only minimal fuss, though I cannot see why people roll their eyes when I say this. Okay, so maybe I still procrastinate just a little, but I do build fewer forts. The fact is, I'm still a work in progress. At New Vista, I have realized that graduating does not mean I am perfect or through growing up. I have just reached the next step. I am more aware of problems that I experience, and I'm willing to improve. That's a lot. Before I go, I want to thank the New Vista School faculty for helping me along my scholastic journey, and my grandparents who taught me how to live. I would like to thank my father who taught me responsibility, and my sister who kept me on my toes. Lastly, I want to thank the woman who went further than anyone. She gave me a home and even woke up with me at 6:30 in the morning. I want to give special thanks to my mother. In closing, I want to say that high school was challenging for me, but in the end, it was well worth the blood, sweat, and tears. It taught me not to let life rush out of my reach, but take life's reins in my hands and strive forward towards the future. Graduation is my first step towards grabbing those reins. Thank you.